Hey Destiny, I hope you're doing really well tonight. I'm going to do my very best to help you with this. One of the challenges is that I don't see what you see. So I have to go in a couple different modes because I'm not completing the same work that you are. Sometimes it can be a little challenging. So I'm trying very hard to help you, and I know you're stressed and trying to finish this before um, everything happens. So just work with me here. If this is not an answer to your question, then we will go to plan B. Okay, I pulled up one of your assignments. So I understand you want, one of the things you want to do is make your adjustments, right, to module 2. So I have module 2 up, and I also have what I can see for the revise your work in the same section that you were in for 3.17, which is the module 2 revisions. Okay, so what we want to do here, what I want to explain to you first, and I know you can't see me, but I'm going to point to different spots on the screen, so I think it'll help. Okay, this is your original assignment. Okay, so my target market is 25 to 35-year-old mothers. Why? Why is that? Why do those people eat chocolate, right? So when you say things like this about the why, and this is where you're going to fill out the why. My target market is these people because, and then you can cite, okay? When you say what their age is of this group and why you chose them, obviously you don't have to cite for the age, but you're going to use the age as a means of explaining your why. Okay, what kind of occupation do they have? Like, what types of people are these? So you picked one, and you could say, we know that this is the type of occupation people have when they're in this pay range, blah, blah, blah. But all of that is going to come from research, okay? So you want to come in here, and some of these things could be made up, like marital status and things like that. But married, usually, I mean, people in this group tend to have certain characteristics, right? So that's what you're citing here. You're citing the how do you know and why in this group right here. Now for psychographic, that's going to be like what motivates them, right? So, and also, I mean, why do, and this is all back to the chocolate, okay? Don't forget where you are. So why do these types of people, what motivates them to buy this kind of chocolate? Okay, so then you break down your persona. And when you give specifics about this persona, it has to be data driven. So, for example, when you make a revision under location, you can use this content, but all of this can't just be made up. It has to come from somewhere. So you have some of your references down here. Now, they are not formatted in APA. However, when you looked at people, the average salary, a massage therapist in New Jersey, why is that type of person the person that you're looking for? All of this has to be supported with a why and how does it connect back to the product. These are people who, whatever. But everything has to be supported. So all of these different things where, you can pick a location, but you're using that location then to search for data. So why do people in New Jersey, why are they a great target market to buy healthy chocolate? Okay, so when you go in, I don't want to say that every line, but I would say at least a few in each section, so in demographic and psychographic, and then within these different things should be data or research driven. So you would cite them in here with in-text citation. So for example, let me just pull up something. This is my dissertation. Okay, actually, let's just use my dissertation. Let's use it. Let's find something. Okay, so right here, there's an in-text citation. Okay, let's find another one. There's an in-text citation. All of those things that you would cite right in here. So you put the author's name and the year here in parentheses, and then you would use an actual APA reference below. And an actual APA reference below is going to look like something like this. Okay? So all of those examples are in your are on the announcements. So what you need to do, again, just to run back through, is you need to answer your why for these different things. You need to use in-text citations and then also references. And the way that I would do that, you can put all of your resources and your sources right here using the APA style, add to the project, and then go back into the different categories based on the worksheet that where you know you need to revise, and update those with in-text citations to make sure that you're explaining your why. And again, you do not have to do this for every single line, just your big ideas. And if they're repetitive, you can repeat that citation. Wherever you got the data is where you want to do this. Now, I also want to point out to you, and I can't flip back to your other grades, but you got an A on this. Okay, so you have, I'm just gonna be frank with you. You have an A on this. So Destiny, you decide how far you want to go with this to update it. I gave you an A, and I'm going to walk through the rubric. This is how I do this. You had great content and you had references, but you did not use citations to say where those references hooked in with your, basically where, let me say it differently. Okay, right here. Where did you use this in here? Okay, that's all. If you show me from an in-text citation point, you know, with your parentheses, your author name and your year, and maybe even a page number or paragraph number if applicable, then that's the only thing really you're missing in this one. Does that make sense? All of these things you got top points on, you just didn't use in-text citations. All right. With your other one, I think you did need to support a little bit more, but just consider how I graded you in the rubric before you go too far. All right. I really hope this helps. If it does not, don't feel like you can't ask another question, because I genuinely want to help you and we will get this done. All right. I appreciate you and I'm thinking about you. And if there's anything that you have questions on, email me back.